Good morning, everyone. This is Dan with Senior E-Bike and Adventures. Welcome to a ride video, and today we are riding my normal 10-speed. You doing?
Good.
Today we are riding the Trek EFX 3, I believe it is. And we're just going to take a short ride today because I don't know how much my knees is going to be able to handle this. So I'm going to have to get used to the adjustment on these gears to see what gear is most comfortable for me to ride in. Yeah, we'll just hop on the bike trail up here and maybe ride 10 miles today. Just wanted to get this 10-speed out. I have not, it's been hanging in my rafters for 2 years. And I really wanted to get out and see if I could still do it. Because I tell you, I've been riding any bike so long now that I wanted to get out and do something different. See how much durability I still have on the bike. We had some heavy storms last night, so there was a lot of debris on the trail today. I'm looking up there and it looks like there's a tree fell across the trail. I don't know what we'll do when we get up there. If it's crossing the whole trail, I don't think it is. But yeah, we just wanted to get out and ride a regular bike and show you guys that, yeah, if you still got strength in your legs and your knees and you're on a good 10-speed, you most certainly can ride a regular bike again. There's two of them across the trail. I don't know what we got up here. The trail may be closed. I'm not sure. They're sure cutting some stuff down, so trail ride may not have been a good idea today. I don't know. But they did not show the trail being closed back there, so hopefully I can get by here. Lots of damage up here, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I took a tree off a house last night.
Oh my gosh.
Over by, I guess it would be Needmore.
Pretty bad one, huh?
Yeah, wasn't that bad. A few hours. Used to it.
Yeah, but now you're on the trail cutting all this stuff back, huh?
Well, we're doing it for the fiber optic line.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing due to the storm damage.
Nah. The only reason I did that last night, lady I go to church with had
Oh.
a fall on her house.
Well, you got to get out there and take care of that.
Yeah, she needed it.
Yep.
Give me 1 second, I'll have this cleared out.
That's fine. I'm good. I'm retired. I got time. I'm good right there. I can get by.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Have a blessed day.
Enjoy the day.
You too. Yeah, they're putting fiber optic in my neighborhood and clearing out all the trees to get that in. They did mine the other day, so AT&T is who putting that out, that fiber optic. I'm not sure I'm going to switch over because if you just switch internet, and I have Spectrum, then at that point, you lose your phone plan because everything's bundled. They got it all figured out, folks. They really do. So yeah, we're going to be kind of slow today. I mean, I'm only at about 9 miles an hour, and I'm just trying to get my my stamina back up on a regular bike, shall we say. And then I may pick up some speed once I get through all the debris. Looks like there's a lot more debris right up here on the trail. So I don't know how far I'm going to get today before they have the trail completely closed. And this tree that fell up here may be the one. I may have to get off the bike and go around that one. Yeah, this one's completely covering the trail. Not sure I'm getting around this one or not. Not sure if we've had any other bikers up through here today either, for that matter. I may be the one blazing the trail here. But this is a big one fell here, folks. I'm about to get off my bike and go around this. So got some big limbs I've got to step the bike over here, but this trek only weighs about 25 pounds, so I can easily pick this whole bike up and move it over the trail or move it over the debris. Well, I tell you, this is that tree right there fell, they call a widowmaker. That's a big one. Who knows what else we're going to find on the trail, but as you can see, that's a pretty big one snapped off there. I may have to take an alternate route back. Not sure we're going to, depending on how many trees we see down, I'm not sure how far I'm going to get without running into some more. So it is what it is. But it feels good to get out on a regular bike, I can tell you that. Especially with the weight. I mean, it's so light. Now, normally I could just throttle across this intersection, but we have no throttle, so I got to pedal this one. Got a big tree down by up there. Warned the biker there what he's about to run into. But again, this bike was light enough I can just pick it up and carry it over it. I got my bike shoes on today where I can clip in and clip out. If you've never heard of that, pedals are designed for the bottom of your shoes. There's a little clip that you clip into the pedal. And what that allows you to do is your feet are not slipping on the pedal for sure. And as you're doing your upstroke on the pedal, you're actually pulling onto that, which makes it a little easier when you're riding. Now, with that said, the first time I rode it, and they told me when I got these shoes, when you come to a complete stop, you better clip out, because if you don't, you're going to fall over. And that's exactly what happened. I was coming up on the intersection, just talking and not really realizing what I was doing, and boom, down I went. Fortunately, I was okay, but there again, you got to clip in and clip out on these pedals. But you get used to it after a while. Like I'm now clipping in on my pedals now. And I'm trying to get the right one clip in. There we go. But again, that really helps you guys when you're pedaling. Experienced bike riders that own 10 speeds and they ride long distances, they know what I'm talking about. A lot of guys don't like them, but I do. Again, back to my bike channel, we've just reviewed the Veribus trike. Took it on a 10-12 mile ride and done extremely well on it. Very happy with the trike. Got a video put out on that one. On your left. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. But I can definitely feel it on my knees today. I maybe should have took an Advil or something before I started today to stop the inflammation of my knees. That's why I'm not going to go too big of a ride today. I just want to get this thing out and get comfortable on it. Get my heart rate up a little bit. I'll cross this without stopping because I'm clipped in. I really don't want to stop at that stop sign if I'm clear. So folks, I just broke one of my own cardinal rules right there. On your left. I got my backpack on the back of the bike today. I probably should have lifted this seat up just a little bit. I'm not at my full extension when I'm going to my downstroke. And that's kind of really where I want to be. So next ride I'll go ahead and let that seat down, or let's put the seat up just a little bit, I mean. So far, no more debris on this part of the trail. But we're not up there either. Come almost 2 miles now. We're getting close to that mark. Morning. Yeah, it's starting to pick up a little speed here, almost 13 mile an hour. It's still way down from an e-bike for sure, but I'm okay with that. Morning.
Good morning.
Dog behaved. All she did was hold on to his collar and he stayed right there.
Thanks for letting me know. I didn't mean to scare you. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're all right. Yeah, did you see it? I mean, I walked around it with my bike.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just walked around it.
I was only going to go about over the County Line Road, so I thought I'd just turn around.
Yeah, there's all kinds of debris on that trail, actually.
Oh, really?
Even up farther, they had a truck out there working on it. Maybe mainly for the fiber optics that they're doing. They're putting fiber optics in the neighborhood there.
I came over from Stewart Street, and everything's clear between here and Stewart Street.
Stewart Street, going through downtown?
Yeah, well, yeah, I went through downtown.
Right.
You know, Eastwood has some stuff down, but it doesn't affect the bike riding.
Yeah, well, that Eastwood typically would, and there's not a whole lot of trees until you get on the trail going up along the fire department area there.
Yeah.
It's usually pretty clear there. But I'm normally out riding an e-bike. I have an e-bike channel that I use for YouTube. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to get my Trek 10 speed out of the rafters. And I'm feeling it today. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm too used to that throttle to get across an intersection.
Yeah.
Don't have it on these things. But this is pretty light bike. I mean, it's maybe 25 pounds, 27.
Good. Are you happy with that bike?
This one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, I had a Trek I bought back in like 2009.
Yeah.
And I don't ride real fast. I ride a lot, especially during COVID. I was putting about 4,000 a year.
That's a lot.
But I wear a hearing aid and a cochlear implant.
Right.
I have them on now. I can hear some. But anyways, so I kind of thought, well, I'm kind of wearing this out. You know, it's time for a new one.
Yep.
And so I got this one, and like 9 months in, it starts slipping.
Oh boy.
And so I go to the shop and think it's just going to be an adjustment.
Yeah.
So the guy tells me, oh, you need a new cassette. You need a new chain.
On a brand new bike, was it a Trek?
So what I did in the bike shop over there, now it's called Trek.
Yeah, now it's a Trek store.
Yeah, so,
Used to be, that's where I bought this, was Kettering Bike Store.
Mm-hmm. I liked the family that had it before. But
Yeah, they all corporate now and they're changing.
So anyways, there's a big poster in there that says that if you email the CEO,
Right.
he responds to all his emails.
Okay.
So I said, well, I'm going to try my luck. So I sent him an email.
Yeah.
And I told him that I said to him, I said, I've had this bike for 9 months and cassette and chain and all that. And I said, and the guy at your shop, I said, he was nice to me.
Right.
I talked to the district manager when I bought the bike. It was really funny because I just spoke up. They always say you don't know unless you ask. So I asked that guy that day, I said, what's the district manager's discount? And he gave me 10 off.
Wow.
% off. So, I mean, it equates to about $150.
You never know until you ask.
Yeah, it's just an aluminum bike with some carbon. I mean, it's not high end. It's
Probably had carbon forks on it.
What's that?
Probably had carbon forks on it.
Yes. Yeah.
I think this one may have carbon forks. I'm not sure though.
So I said this to the CEO. I said it's one of two things. I said either you have an inferior product or your guy's trying to ring the cash register.
That sounds more like the case there.
So what they do is they tease you with these $20 coupons, one for Mother's Day, one for Father's Day.
Right.
So I'm drawn into the store to use that $20. So I bought a chain. It's like a $32 chain, so it only cost me $12.
Yeah.
Because I used the coupon, and this is the first day I've had it on, and it's been perfect.
It seems like it's pretty quiet.
So I think the chain stretched on me.
Yeah.
And
which is kind of normal. But hey, I'll tell you, Trex makes a good bicycle. There's no doubt.
Well, I agree. My first, that's what I said to the guy in my email also. I said my first bike, I said I put 30,000 miles on. I replaced one cassette and like 3 chains.
That's pretty good.
30,000 miles. And then so he answers me, and he says, and all he did was talk about the chain, not the cassette. But what he said to me, and I'm going to say my BS meter went way up. He goes, I usually change my chain and my cassette twice a season.
That's crazy. That's no need for that.
Huh?
You think so? He changed his cassette and his chain.
Yeah, but here he is, the CEO. He probably rides them 10 miles and donates them.
Well, that's a good possibility, but you definitely don't need to change those and no. I've never had a problem with this one since I've had it. I mean, I did get a couple flat tires, but then I went to tubeless tires, and I haven't had a problem yet since I went through tubeless.
Well, I still have the tube, but I think it's 1 year old and I replaced the tires because the back one was wore out.
Well, yeah.
The front one was starting to get some cuts in it.
You're going to with the weight on the back of it.
Yeah.
It's like an e-bike. If you got a hub motor on the back of that, you're going to wear that back tire out quick.
Yeah. But I just put gator skin on here, even though the bike's just about 1 year old at the end of this month.
Yeah.
But now these tires, I think I'll get, I'm going to say 6,000 to 10,000 miles on them. They just go forever. Plus, they don't puncture. I mean, put it this way, they haven't punctured.
They're puncture resistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, these Bontrager's have been good.
What's that?
These Bontrager tires have been good.
Mm-hmm. I hear the tubeless. I mean, I don't talk to too many people that ride, but because I just always ride by myself. But
Right.
they say the tubeless, they say even if it goes flat on you, you can keep riding it. Or
well, you
they'll get
can.
you where you need to go.
Yeah, because your tube's not coming out of the rim.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you'd go to have lower speed, but yeah, you can get around.
That's pretty amazing.
But I've had this in the rafters for 2 years. I just got it out. Had to pump all the tires up, and I normally carry about 100 to 110 pounds in these tires.
Uh-huh.
Because, you know, they'll take it.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, I'm going to get out and do a video on riding a regular 10-speed today instead of an e-bike.
Uh-huh.
Because I got so many e-bikes, I got like 12 or 14 of them now because people just, these companies send them to me to review for seniors.
When you do your videos, do you narrate?
Oh, I have to edit everything, absolutely.
You got me on there?
I do right now, but if you want me to cut it out, I will cut it out. We're not seeing you, so it don't matter.
I'm just kidding.
My camera's not on you. But yeah, I always...
Don't be turning me into the CEO of Trek.
No. You ain't got to worry about that.
I just thought, I was looking, I knew I wasn't going to get like real satisfaction, but when he told me he changed his cassette and chain out twice a season, I said, oh, come on.
That's unnecessary. It really is.
Yeah.
On any bike.
Yeah. I mean, you don't ride the bike that just keeps sinking money into it. You ride as long as you can to try to save your money.
That's what you're doing.
I mean, I'm real good about, I want it to be decently clean, and I clean my chain, I lube my chain.
Yeah, you do the regular maintenance on it.
And you know, I think it's a little over the top when they say do it every 100 miles. I'd be out there every other day.
That's overkill.
Putting oil on there.
Yeah, you know, I get out and ride as much as I can because I've been retired now for about 4 years, and all I do is ride my bikes. Loading them all up on YouTube, and I got like 10,000 subscribers, which isn't bad.
Really?
But mostly, I do it for seniors. I do it for people that are just sitting around the house after they retire, doing nothing, eating potato chips, whatever. I said, look, get out and enjoy the beautiful day. Anybody can ride a regular bike or an e-bike. You don't forget how to ride a bike since you was a kid. Now, I didn't ride a bike for many years, obviously, like everybody else. And so I get out, I do 50-mile rides sometimes on an e-bike. It's different when you're on an e-bike. Most I've ever done on this one's probably 35 to 45 on this. And I get pretty tired after that.
Yeah, I am, you know, I like to do, I like to go to Xenia quite often.
I go up there a lot.
22 miles each way.
Yeah, from you, I'm 15 from my house.
I'll tell you what, when it was Woodman Ridge thing was closed down.
Yep.
There's a little stretch there on County Line Road from at the end of Spalding to over Grange Hall. Yep. And I know it's a traffic thing, but I like that lane. It is like the fastest mile and a half you'll ever ride. Yeah, I've been that way before. It's I wish we had a lot more bike lanes than we have, but we just don't have the infrastructure for it. You go downtown, there's bike lanes all over downtown. Sometimes I'll do city rides. I'll ride the river all the way down, and then I'll hop off and come up Burkhardt or one of them, coming back up home. So I get a trail ride, city ride, then a neighborhood ride. I was fortunate enough this spring, my son, for my birthday and Father's Day, he lived in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah. And we did a called 5 Boroughs tour. Yep. And they blocked the streets. Wow. We went through all 5 boroughs. It was 40 miles. That's a big one. It was the coolest thing. It was great. That way you get to see it all. There was like 32,000 cyclists. And you start in waves of like about 6,000. Yeah, you would have to do it in waves. And what it is like there's the main street, but let's just say, for instance, like first street comes out, and second street comes out, third street comes out, and then they get everybody going. And you probably average 10 to 12 mile an hour, but it's good. It's a good steady ride. That's what's safe, let's say. you have your speeders on the outside, and you have some people go in and out. But then you have these crazy delivery guys on electric bikes, and they have
e-bikes, mopeds.
They have to deliver those sandwiches, so they get in the middle of everything.
Yes, they do. Oh, these e-bikes are popular in the big cities.
Oh boy, I'm seeing a lot of them.
But I'm telling you what, they are increasing so much in the last 2 years here. You see e-bikes everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody are riding them now. They're making them too fast now. They got them going 30 and 40 mile an hour. You should not be going that fast on an e-bike.
Yeah, I get a little aggravated every once in a while. Like, there was a guy down here, came around this bend one day. He had a big fat tire one.
26 inch.
Like a motorcycle.
That's a fat tire bike.
Yeah, and you know, and I just had to yell at him and say, slow it down, because he didn't have control when he came around. And he's coming right at me.
Did he even? Oh, so he didn't go by you and didn't. Most time they don't even announce they're going by you. There's somebody waiting on us.
No, they got
What's that?
another one coming.
I seen him.
Okay. All right.
He's seen us too.
All right, thank you. But yeah, they don't acknowledge it.
No, and again, it's. I'll go by a lot of guys on my e-bikes, and believe it or not, I call a lot of these guys. I call them the spandex crowd. You get 6 or 8 of these guys riding abreast and riding 10 speeds like these. And I'm coming by on an e-bike, and I'm always hollering on your left, and I'm letting them know I'm coming, and they just won't move. So I get in a confrontation with them usually and say, look, these are legal for the trail. I don't know if you're jealous you don't own one.
I'm going to have to bow out. I got a important phone call.
And I'm just going up to Eastwood, and I'm headed back.
I might catch you.
All right, have a good one. That gentleman's got him a phone call. He must be still working. Maybe. But yeah, so far we're almost 5 miles in now, and the Trek FX3 has done very well. This bike's probably 8 or 9 years old now, I'm thinking. It's not carbon fiber. I think the front forks are carbon fiber. Yeah, it's done very well as far as handling the trail. Now again, these tires, I'll pump it up to 100 to 110 PSI on these Bontraggers. I think they're only 1.75 tires, something like that. So they're going to take higher pressure for sure. But again, we're just going to do the little 11 to 12 mile ride today, and I'm going to head up to our normal place. And I don't have my drone or none of that with me today, so but I may get off and just talk about the bike just a little bit. And again, this is not an e-bike video. It's about a can you still get out and you ride your 10-speed video. And I'll use a title similar to that so people know I'm not on an e-bike. So we'll see. I have noticed riding into the breeze without an e-bike motor and throttling, it's a little more difficult than I'm used to. I'll gear down, going up this hill. Kind of a steep little hill, but I made it up it. I should have geared down even a little more than I did, but that's all right. But I can definitely feel it in my knees today. Getting a workout today, and that's really what I want. Off you go.
All right, you too.
Guy's in more of a hurry to go wherever he's going. Might have been an important phone call. He's got to pick his pace up a little bit. Yeah, we've got almost 5 miles in now, guys, and I'm doing better today than I thought I would. Just jumping on a 10-speed after a 3-year hiatus. Almost 3 years I've been on one. Been riding e-bikes all the other times, going through the stop sign again. Violated another cardinal rule there. E-bike's a little bit easier to stop and get going again because of the throttle or the pedal assist, but when you're on a regular bike, it's not so easy. So if there's a clear line of traffic and I'm not putting anybody else in danger, I'm going to go through that intersection. Been riding about 31 minutes now. A little better than 5 miles. And it's about 5.5 to get up to the park. So we'll get about 11, 12 miles in today, which is plenty. Again, I'm going to pace myself till I can get up to better endurance, shall we say, with my legs and everything. So I expect my next ride will hopefully be up around 20 miles. So we'll kind of see. So we're just going to ride here kind of leisurely along the road here. Watch his car, see what he's going to do. Yeah, we had some pretty good storms come through here yesterday evening. Lost our power for about 4.5 hours, but I have an all-house generator, so as soon as the power goes out, the generator kicks right in, and it fires everything up in the house and the garage. So I invested in that about 2012 when we had a hurricane that knocked everything out. Hurricane Ike, I believe. And we were without power for 14 days. So at that point, I decided after all that fiasco, I decided to go get a all-house generator, and that's what I did. It's been a great investment as well. We lose power a couple, 3 times a year. Not hateful, but it does happen. Entering the tunnel into the park, as you can see. But I'm in second gear, or shall I say I'm in 6th gear. I've got 3 different levels on the cassette, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm on 2 on that. And riding in about 6th gear, which that seems to be a very comfortable speed for me as I'm riding. That's kind of where I'm at. But we may stop up here at the shelter house here, and I'll get off and we'll just talk about the trek a little bit. There's not a whole lot to talk about because it's not motorized. I was going to sell this. I had it for sale, but nobody wanted to pay what I wanted for it. And at this time, I tried to sell for $700, and I thought that was a really good price for almost a brand new bike, or 4 to 5 years old at that point. But I paid over $1,100 to $1,200 for this bike, so I couldn't get no buyer, so I just took it off the listing, and now I'm just going to keep it and ride it. Incorporate it into my ride, shall we say. Yeah, we'll get up here in the shade a little bit. I see a little area up here I can ride into to get in the shade, and we'll talk about this a little bit. All right, here we go. This is where we'll get off the bike, and I'm thinking about putting the throttle back down to 0 or the pedal assist, but not to worry about it on this bike. All right, folks, I'm going to coffee out of here, and let me talk about this thing a little bit. Again, this is the Trek. It is called the EFX Series, and it's got a carbon fiber forks, and it only weighs about 25 pounds. But as you can see, it's a very light bike. I lifted this right over those trees that we needed to go over that fell on the trail. And again, it's your regular 10-speed. It's got a, I think a 10-speed cassette on this, actually, if I remember right. It's been a while since I've been on this thing. And don't worry about the red seat here. I didn't have another seat that matched it, so I decided to wear my red one on the saddle, and I'll be changing that out here if I ride it too much more here. It's got Shimano cassettes with V-brakes, they call them. Very good brakes on this thing. They're cable pull, but I'll tell you what, they do as well as any hydraulic for sure. And as you can see, this is your clip in and clip out that we talked about. The bottom of my shoes has a clip that goes right inside there. And yeah, it's a fun bike to get out and get some exercise on. So anyway, that's the Trek. Your gear cassette up here. It's got a Shimano. It's a 9-speed actually. And there's all your gear shifts and your. I'm in second gear again up here. And then it's got also the quick connect on that, which is really nice. And again, it's not an e-bike, so there's a lot of difference between this and an e-bike, obviously. So yeah, I'm glad I'm getting it out. And hey, I want to thank you guys for watching this video and riding along with me. And I might do one final outro when I get back. That's all we're going to tape for now. So yeah, thanks for following me along. So far we've come 5.72 miles, a little bit of 35 minutes, a little slower than I normally go, but that's not bad. So yeah, share, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on the next riding adventure.